Come with me from Arkansas to Manila, Philippines. I did have a little mental breakdown on the way there just because I was so nervous. I started crying. But once I got into the airport, I started to feel a lot better about it. I stopped at Einstein, got a avocado toast, which is a plain bagel with smashed avocado. Nothing special, nothing fancy, but it was exactly what I was craving, so I was okay with it. The orange juice slapped! Because I was so anxious, I decided to take a little hydroxyzine, which is my anxiety medication, and after that, I basically got super freaking drowsy. Right after takeoff, I basically fell asleep and landed in Denver. I didn't get a coffee because I was scared I was gonna poop on the plane and I didn't want to be that person. My flight to San Francisco was actually delayed, so when I did land after taking a fat nap, I was a little stressed because I did not want to miss my next flight to Manila. But then I made it and they had upgraded me to first class. Which is first class. My imposter syndrome was syndroming. They gave me a whole menu so I could pick my dinner, and then they made me put on a shoulder strap. Is that because they think rich people's lives are worth more? Let me know. Also, why do they give you a hot towel? It seems weird. Takeoff little appetizer was this crudité. Very good. With olive, I want to say tapenade, but that's just because I like that word. And a little salad that looked sad, but it tasted delicious. And a roll that straight up tasted like Little Caesars Crazy Bread, which was a very pleasant surprise because I love Little Caesars. But remember, this was just the appetizer to the actual meal. Also, the reason I look so intrigued by what's going on is because I was watching The Housemaid, which I thought was just like a really stupid movie, and so I never watched it, but I decided to watch it, and holy crap, it's so good! The whole time I was up in first class, all I could think was someone was gonna come back and tell me to move because there was no way in hell I was up here and I was supposed to be. They called me by name and I was still like, are you sure I'm not supposed to be like 15 rows back? Like, are we sure? I had to tell the flight attendant, this is my first time, so please be gentle. At this point, I was getting so freaking drowsy and I could not wait to put myself parallel. But first I had to eat this really yummy pasta that had like this lemon butter sauce. It was low-key really good. It definitely needed salt, but my little salt shaker did not have a big enough hole and I could not get it out. Then it was time for my night meds. I took those and we got dessert. They did have a full sundae bar, but I chose a key lime pie because I just wasn't in the mood for ice cream, and it was delicious. Now was the best part, which was sleeping. They give you like a whole ass comforter, and so I got all snuggled up in that, went through my little goodie bag that had literally anything you could ever want, and I took a fat nap, literally like 12 hours. I woke up when there was only an hour left in the flight, and I got this gnocchi that was actually so freaking bomb, but it was so creamy I couldn't finish it because I thought I was gonna throw up. And then we landed in Manila, and I was so excited because it felt like going home. I didn't record through customs or immigration because that just didn't seem like the vibe, but I did grab a Grab, which is the equivalent to a Filipino Uber, and did make it to my apartment, but I had to go over to 7-Eleven because I didn't have any water or anything, and your girl was parched. Chugged a little beverage, said goodnight to Fred, and that was my first night.